Algebra 1 EOC practice test number 24. Consider the function f of x equals x squared minus 2x. Graph the function f of x on the coordinate plane provided. Alright, so if we have f of x equals x squared minus 2x, I can rewrite this in factored form. So x times x minus 2. And then I can use the zero product property to say x equals 0 and x minus 2 equals 0. All right, and these will be our two values. So x equals 0, and then if I add 2, x equals 2. So why did I do that? Because it says to graph, and very quickly I can find the zeros of the function. So that's 2 points I can graph, because I know my zeros are my x-intercepts, and I can graph 0 and positive 2. All right, so now I have 2 points. I know I'm looking for a parabola, because this is a parabola, because it's x squared. And I'm going to look at my vertex by doing negative b over 2a. So remember, we can find the vertex by doing negative b over 2a. If you look up here, we know our a is 1, b is negative 2, c is 0 in this case. All right, so for the vertex, we're going to do negative b. So negative 2 is positive 2 over 2 times a is 1. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. All right, so my x of my vertex is 1. Now to find the y value, I just plug it in. So 1 squared minus 2 times 1, 1 minus 2, and that equals negative 1. So my vertex is at 1, negative 1. And it should be between my two zeros. Let's see if it is. So we go 1, negative 1, and it does fall between those two zeros. So very quickly, my sketch is not going to be too pretty, but this is going to be my parabola. Now you can also use your calculator. This is the calculator portion of the test. So you could also use your calculator to find those points if you're not sure. So if you go to hit graph, well, turn it on. All right, so if I hit graph, clear out what's in there, and then type in x squared minus 2x. So x squared minus 2x, and I hit graph. We should see something similar to this, and it does look like that. But if I hadn't already sketched this sad-looking graph here, then we could look at my table of values to find points that I needed to put on there. And you can use the points to graph it. So you can see that 0, 0 is on there. We have that point. 1, negative 1, that's my vertex. I have it on there. And 2, 0 is on there as well. So if you wanted to find even more points, you could graph a few more points as well to help make that curve look a little bit more realistic. So there's two ways in order to graph this function. Find the zeros and the vertex, sketch your graph. Also, you can use your calculator to find a table of values and use that table of values as ordered pairs in order to graph your function. All right, that's all for 24.